Have you ever wondered why time seems to fly as we get older? It's a question that has puzzled humanity for centuries, sparking a multitude of theories and debates. This enigma, my friends, is the mystery of time perception. You see, our perception of time is not constant. It's an ever-changing entity, as fluid and variable as the river of time itself. Picture this: a child on the cusp of their summer holiday might feel that the days stretch on endlessly, while for an adult, an entire year can pass in the blink of an eye. Why does this happen? Why does time rush past us like a gust of wind as we age? The phenomenon of time speeding up with age is not just a cultural cliché or an old wives' tale. It's a psychological reality that many of us experience. It's like we're on a roller coaster ride where the initial ascent seems to take forever, but once we reach the peak and start descending, everything whizzes by in a rush. So what's the science behind this? What makes the tick-tock of the clock seem faster? It's not that the physical properties of time are changing, it's not that the rotation of the Earth is speeding up, or that our watches are malfunctioning. No, the answer lies within us, within the complex workings of our brain. Our perception of time is a cognitive construct, a creation of our mind. It's influenced by our experiences, our emotions, and yes, our age. As we grow older, our mental representation of time alters, causing us to feel as if life is accelerating, racing towards an unseen finish line. But what triggers this change? What factors are at play that lead to this shift in time perception as we age? Is it the amount of new information we process, or the decline in our biological functions? Or perhaps it has to do with how we pay attention to the passing of time. So what really causes this shift in time perception? Unraveling this mystery requires a deep dive into the realm of psychology and neuroscience. So buckle up as we journey through time, exploring the fascinating theories and scientific facts that attempt to explain this intriguing aspect of human experience. One of the most accepted theories is the proportional theory. This captivating theory suggests that, as we age, a year becomes a smaller fraction of our lives, hence it feels shorter. To a 5-year-old, a year is a whopping 20% of their life, while to a 50-year-old, it is a mere 2%. This drastic difference in proportion makes time seem to pass much faster for the 50-year-old than for the child. This theory is backed by several studies. In 2005, a study published in the journal Science found that people tend to perceive time intervals as shorter when they are older than when they are younger. This aligns with the proportional theory, suggesting that as we age, each moment becomes a smaller fraction of our lives, making time seem to fly by. But, like any theory, the proportional theory isn't without its limitations. It doesn't explain why certain moments, such as waiting in line or sitting through a boring lecture, can feel like a lifetime, regardless of our age. It also doesn't account for the fact that our perception of time can vary significantly depending on our mood, health, and even the temperature. Moreover, the proportional theory is largely based on retrospective time perception, which is our memory of how long something took. But our prospective time perception, which is our estimation of how long something will take in the future, can also influence our overall perception of time. For example, if we are eagerly looking forward to an event, time can seem to crawl, no matter how old we are. So, while the proportional theory provides a fascinating perspective on why time seems to speed up as we get older, it doesn't capture the full complexity of our perception of time. Our understanding of time is influenced by a myriad of factors, from our age and memories to our anticipations and emotions. While this theory is popular, it isn't the only one. There are other theories that attempt to explain this intriguing phenomenon, and we will delve into those in the scenes to follow. Did you know our biological clock also plays a role in time perception? Yes, our bodies have an internal or biological clock that regulates our daily cycles of sleep, hunger, and energy. This is known as our circadian rhythm. This rhythm, however, isn't just about when we feel sleepy or hungry. It also has a significant role in how we perceive the passage of time. As we age, physiological changes can cause our metabolic rate to slow down. This slowing of our metabolic rate can make time seem to pass more quickly. Imagine a hummingbird with its heart beating up to 1,000 times per minute, and compare that to a turtle with its heart beating a mere 30 times per minute. To the hummingbird, a minute could feel like an eternity compared to the turtle's experience. This is a simple way to conceptualize how our internal biological rhythms can affect our perception of time. Now, let's delve into some scientific studies that have explored this connection. In one fascinating research, scientists found that body temperature can influence our time perception. When our body temperature is higher, we tend to underestimate the amount of time that has passed, whereas when our body temperature is lower, we tend to overestimate it. In another study, researchers discovered that our heart rate can also affect our perception of time. When our heart rate is faster, time seems to slow down, and when it's slower, time seems to speed up. So as we age and our body's metabolic rate and heart rate slow down, it's like we're gradually shifting from being a hummingbird to being a turtle. And that could be why time seems to fly by faster as we get older. In conclusion, our biological clock doesn't just dictate when we sleep or eat, it also has a profound impact on how we perceive the passage of time. So, our body's natural rhythm can influence how we perceive time. Interesting, isn't it? Another compelling theory revolves around our memories. Now, let's delve into the memory encoding theory. This intriguing theory suggests that the perception of time is closely linked to the number of new memories we create. Think back to your childhood. The world was a fascinating canvas of new experiences and discoveries. Every day was a journey to the unknown, filled with first-time experiences that painted vivid pictures in your memory. Because of all these new memories, your perception of time was stretched, making it seem like those years lasted much longer than they really did. As we age, however, our lives become more routine. We've seen more, done more, and the number of novel experiences we encounter dwindles. The first day at school, the first bike ride, the first summer holiday. These are all unique events that create rich and detailed memories. But as we grow older, these firsts become less frequent. We settle into familiar patterns and routines. Now, this doesn't mean that our lives become less interesting or meaningful. On the contrary, they can be filled with deep relationships, achievements and personal growth. However, these are often variations on themes we've already experienced, and as such, they don't create the same level of detailed memory encoding. This shift in memory creation is what the memory encoding theory proposes to be the reason why time seems to accelerate as we age. Fewer new memories mean fewer landmarks for our brain to measure time against, leading to a sense that time is passing more quickly. It's a bit like reading a book for the first time versus the fifth time. The first read seems long because you're absorbing new information, characters, and plot twists. But by the fifth read, you know what's coming. The pages seem to turn faster, and before you know it, you're at the end. In a similar vein, our perception of time may speed up because our brain isn't being bombarded with as many new experiences to process and encode into memory. So, our memory also has a say in how we perceive time. And that's the memory encoding theory for you. Lastly, let's not forget the role of attention. Attention, or rather the lack of it, can significantly influence our perception of time. As we age, our minds become crowded with responsibilities, worries and countless thoughts, which can distract us from consciously observing the passage of time. Imagine being engrossed in a captivating novel or enthralled by a riveting movie. Time seems to fly, doesn't it? That's because your attention is focused on the story, not on the ticking clock. Conversely, when you're in a dull meeting or sitting through a tedious lecture, every minute feels like an eternity. Your attention is now on the slow progression of time, and it appears to crawl. In essence, when we're absorbed in an activity, we're less aware of time's passage, making it seem to speed up. On the other hand, when we're bored or waiting, we focus more on time, causing it to slow down. So the more we focus on time, the slower it seems to pass. Time perception, as we've seen, is a complex and fascinating phenomenon. The way we experience the passing of minutes and hours, days and years is influenced by a myriad of factors. From the proportional theory suggesting that time feels faster as we age because each moment represents a smaller fraction of our life, to the ticking of our biological clocks, which are influenced by physiological changes. Intriguingly, the way we encode memories also plays a significant role in our perception of time. The more information we store, the longer the time period seems. Furthermore, our attention impacts how we perceive time. When we're absorbed in a task or engrossed in a moment, time can seem to fly. It's a delicate dance of psychology, biology, and personal experience, a beautiful enigma nestled in the human mind. So next time you feel time slipping away, remember, it's all in your head.